Y'all, we are listening to That Chick Angel. Is This Gonna Cause an Argument podcast? Her and her husband. And so the topic of this episode was arguing. So the question at the end of the episode is, how do you and your significant other argue? What do you have rules to argue in? So I asked Sir J that question. Do you have rules to argue in, baby?
Yes, I do.
What are your rules?
Don't argue in front of people. Don't argue in front of family. Don't argue around your kids. And don't argue about this camera flipping in front of our audience.
Just hold it. It's not like we're going to have it up for hours. You can do this. All right, so you said don't argue and you in front of people, and you said, what? I just got to hold it. Whether you wrong or you right, I just have to hold it.
And I have to hold it too.
Okay. So have we done a good job at that? No? What do you think?
You know, because you haven't really realized that we argue in front of people, so.
I haven't realized it. Then I would say it's not an argument. So I guess
I feel like it wasn't important to you. You didn't care about what I was feeling. That's what you pretty much stated.
Are you still talking about snorkeling?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God! Ding, 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 ding. Hey.
Hey.
We got our bread.
What you got the bread for?
To feed the fishies. And so that Jay can have something to look at while he's snorkeling.
Yeah, because somebody want to snorkel.
And that's quite all right, because we all get to follow our bliss.
Well, her first bliss was to be with me, snorkeling.
No, it wasn't. I didn't say I had to snorkel with you.
She would like to snorkel.
He's still feeling some kind of ways. I don't have my snorkel mask on. That was not an argument. See, okay, I guess the other thing is you gotta have a definition on what is an argument. He thinks that whenever we just have a different opinion, that's an argument. Don't you?
Ain't that arguing?
No.
So what's arguing to you?
We can have different opinions. It's okay. To me, arguments are more emotional. They're more like, to me, they have more of an emotional connection.
It's pretty much the same thing. We're not agreeing to what we say.
No, because I feel like for instance, the snorkeling thing. You wanted me to snorkel with you, and I didn't want to snorkel.
And it was emotional for me. Go ahead. Maybe not for you, but for me it was.
Why is snorkeling emotional to you?
Because we was out in Aruba. It was the last trip of the world.
We
for a little
first
while.
of all, we weren't in Aruba.
Oh no, Curacao.
No, we weren't in Curacao.
Bonaire.
Yeah, we were in Bonaire.
And you know,
it's like driver attention. Hold up, your car is telling me I need coffee. I agree, car. Let's go get me some food.
What? Driving attention, low level time. What the hell?
Driver attention low, time for a break. So it's telling me I've been driving too long.
You just started.
I agree, car.
And it vibrates, right?
The car, yeah. The car's on my side.
Nah, bro, you drive.
So
you won't be feeling that until
So yeah, I feel like, so I don't feel like that's an argument, because you know you've done that before. You would say we were in an argument, and in my mind I was like, what?
Now I know why my car's doing that, because you keep going off the road and then get tired. Too many bumps, girl.
I
ain't lying.
No, you gotta hide the evidence. It ain't me having bumps, it's this road having bumps. Oh look, our battery's about to die.
Attention. So, alright. Well, what you think about arguing in front of people?
Well,
the
okay.
real arguing.
Exactly. I don't agree.
Whatever that one is, because you still haven't explained it. So
I guess, like I said, I feel like real arguing is like sometimes your voices are raised. Like you can tell that you're visibly frustrated. know, it could be like, it can make other people uncomfortable around you because you can, it's a visually uncomfortable experience. You're emotionally invested, you're feeling some kind of way. I was not feeling no kind of way over freaking snorkeling. I would have felt some kind of way about you.
Yes, because you was like, no.
Yeah.
I have my own
right, my own guidance. I have my own desires.
My own desire. I have this, I have that. It's not time to have your desire right there. We snorkeling. Lucky you did, because that was the most clearest, beautiful water.
It was.
That we reached throughout the whole trip. And you would have missed that for being your desire.
But I feel like you can't try to bully people into doing what you want.
I wasn't bullying.
You was gonna try to. You was gonna try to emotionally manipulate me.
I didn't. We planned to get wet. We planned to go to the beach, and now she's wearing a about face.
Well, I didn't. No, I didn't plan any of that because I didn't even have a bathing suit on. We had to go put a bathing suit on.
Right, but we brought a bathing suit.
I know, but the point is, you was gonna emotionally manipulate me.
Because we brought a bathing suit because we didn't know when.
We didn't know what the day was gonna hold.
The tour was gonna do.
Yeah, so we bought things just in case. But to me, just in case means when you get there, you might not be in the mood, and I feel like that's okay. And then sometimes you get somewhere and you realize, ooh, I do want to do that, and I feel like that's okay. And then I feel like when you're with another person, one may want to, one may not, and that's okay. And I feel like you can try to convince me, I can try to convince you, that's okay. But what I don't feel is okay is when you try to emotionally manipulate somebody into something. Like, for instance, if you didn't want to do something, so then I just bust into tears and stop crying and being overly dramatic, and I've done that before. But no.
Sorry guys, the camera didn't agree with what Tanisha was saying, so we had to change the battery, we had to change the memory card, but we back.
Baby, you put the memory card in that case?
Yes, we did. Okay. Yes, I did.
All right, so what I was saying was, I don't think emotional manipulation is cool. And like, for the real example is, you tried to act like you was gonna leave and go back to the ship.
Because I was feeling a type of way, and she was like, oh, you could go back if you want.
No, I did not say that. You said you was going back. You said, and I said, okay. You was like, I'm going back then. And I was like, okay. Because you was saying that, you was threatening to do that. Like, either you snorkel or I'm leaving.
Yeah, I didn't like your tone of your voice, that's why.
I didn't even have a tone.
Yes, you did.
Y'all seen the argument. Shall I play it again?
No, you guys have seen before. That wasn't the whole talk, because remember she was like, oh, he's still with the snorkeling, because we had a discussion before that discussion.
There wasn't a talk. No, you said no.
What you said? What was her name?
Diane.
Diane was like, yeah, you said something to Diane. I said, you was like,
yeah,
you still talking about? You still talking?
Feeling your feelings.
Okay.
Because you had already threatened to go back. And I was just like, okay, because once again,
I didn't like the tone of your voice.
I'm on Abraham Hicks. So when I'm on Abraham Hicks, I was already in a he is free.
She was like, yeah, I'm go with your bliss,
follow his bliss.
And that she was talking about.
And I
was saying that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Go with your bliss.
And that's my thing. And I said I wasn't gonna get
right now, it's
involved.
not the time to go.
I wasn't gonna get tied up with that. So my point was, no, I'm saying if you want to go back, that was your prerogative too. You had a right to do that. But I wasn't going to just storm back too, just because you wanted to storm back, and then we both have regrets. And so I was just like, babe, go put on your...
She didn't do it at that time.
And I was like, babe, go
that time
and
she
put...
didn't do it. She did it.
What you trying to tell the people? I don't even know. I don't even know where he's going with this, y'all.
She didn't storm back this time, but she wanted to storm back other issues, other times.
In New York?
No, here.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And in New York too.
Yes, and that's because you do what you do sometimes. Sometimes you're really mean to me.
No. because I have a suggestion and she wants to take it.
No, sometimes he can get real bullheaded with his thing.
I could get bullheaded. Woof. See this one?
Yeah.
This one has a temper. But you know.
So the thing about it is, I edit these. Y'all ain't never gonna know. So the thing about it is, I just feel like whether I'm doing it or he's doing it or anyone's doing it, anyone, even a friend, I just don't think that, or even your children, I just don't think that that is cool. And if it works though, people will continue to do emotional manipulation. You know, like when your kid says they won't breathe. Well, I'm not gonna breathe until you give me whatever it is they're demanding, or you know they're not. Then let them do that, because you have to train them that those tactics do not work, and they know it won't work. That's why they'll pick and choose who they do it on, because they'll do it on whoever it works for. You know, and my thing is, it's like, babe, come on, just put on your swimsuit. His friend wasn't gonna put on his swimsuit.
I was pissed.
Don't say
I was pissed because it was like I was so excited to go snorkeling.
Oh, he never expressed his excitement to go snorkeling.
Yeah.
We didn't even have a
it
conversation
was like,
about it.
You know, we in Barnett, gotta be beautiful. The water was gorgeous. It was like, oh, all these fishes was gonna be out there in the water. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a romantic, beautiful experience.
We did not have that conversation. He did not express any of that. His feelings.
I thought I didn't need to, because that was,
you thought we were on the same
my head,
page.
yeah, my head, that was the plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and in my head there wasn't a plan.
She bought all the scuba gears, like, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. I like having stuff just in case.
Just in case we got to the beach. Just in case we got clear water. Just in case there's a lot of fishes in there. Just in case.
There's a lot of fish.
I'm not gonna do it.
Fish is plural. There's no such thing as fishes.
Fish. So
swimming with the fishes.
Yeah. So everything was there, but she wasn't there. She didn't want to be there. So I was like, wow, you know, it just hit me like, wow, come on, like, it's not that serious.
But you know, there's a better way of having a conversation about it.
I did. We was talking like this, and then you got into your women power stuff, Abraham Hicks power stuff, bliss. You hit the bliss on me, desire, and
he's so hilarious.
What makes her feel good? And I'm like, all right, whatever.
But you said that was.
I hanged up the Abraham Hicks jacket and left it on the side, and I had to tell her a couple of things, you know?
No, he did not. He did not tell me a couple of things.
Yes, I told her a couple of things.
What? That you was going home?
I was going back to the room.
And I'm like, okay.
It doesn't make sense for me to scorch out here.
And I said, because I'm not getting an argument.
I ain't gonna be swimming by myself.
Babe.
I came with somebody.
And then what did you say after you got in the water with your scuba gear?
You know what? And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let her spoil my experience.
But then you said to me, good thing you didn't get in the water. It was hard to swim, remember? He's like, good thing. You was about to drown.
But you did pretty good, though.
I did. I know, but remember,
I learned how to swim again, guys. It's just I haven't swam with current.
So, but even in that situation, I would think we did good, because we didn't argue in front of other people. Well, I wasn't arguing. We had a discussion. We had a calm discussion.
We had a.
And I think that makes all the difference. Knowing how to talk about things, even when it's not, you know. And I get what it was, because I told you this before. I said, I could see how if I wanted, let's say the casino, if I wanted to go to the casino and I'm with you and you're pretty much my only friend.
Oh no! We're in the Abraham Hicks cruise. We're in the Abraham Hicks cruise, and I not decide to go to one of the seminars.
Yeah, I can see how.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna chill in the pool. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna run around while you're in the seminar.
Well, and that's not quite a great example, but I can definitely see how somebody could be let down if you wanted to share an experience. No, because remember, even in that, I still feel like, because I told you that before on the ship, if you want to do something, you was going to the gym. I didn't have no problem with you go to the gym over there, I go over here. I had no problem with things like that. But I can definitely see how with a bigger experience like snorkeling or something, Or let's say like if we went to the amusement park like King's Dominion, and we and you both were looking forward to riding roller coasters together, and then we get there and suddenly I'm like, I don't want to ride a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? And that I could see how that could be annoying.
But it wasn't, you know, I came to the amusement park
to be with you and to do things with you, but now you're telling me to go out and do things by myself. Yeah, I can see how that can be whack. But like I said, we didn't have a discussion about you was looking so forward to that. I didn't know that. I thought it was just an optional take it or leave it. And I'm not a big water person. I'm not a fan of water for real.
But she was in the water all the time. She was in the water longer than I was. Not in Barnea though, but
we was in the water the same amount of time. But yeah, so my rules on arguments would be the same. Like, especially don't argue in front of kids, especially if you're co-raising kids together, because kids know how to, I'm all about manipulation. Kids know how to manipulate a situation. So I'm not a fan of that. And in that case, I even feel like even in a verbal discussion in front of kids, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the kid, I feel like don't even necessarily, I don't know, it's such a fine line to walk, but you know. What are my rules about arguments? Like, I don't like leaving things unresolved. So I'm not necessarily a big fan of, I definitely don't believe in hanging up on each other. Like, if you're on the phone, like, don't hang up on me. And I think that's so disrespectful.
What about like one of us is like pretty much running a little behind, you know, because
like you need to go to bed.
You know, we're running a little behind. We together though. But we want to go ahead and go eat some dinner, whatever the case is, and you know, one of us is telling us, no, just leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone. But that person want to leave it alone. Be like, let me get it real quick. I know it's somewhere around here, whatever the case is. And then
going to dinner.
Going to dinner, and
I don't know what you're talking about. I think he's trying
the other person, and then the other person will be like, you know what? We're not going to dinner.
I think he's trying to passively aggressively bring up another issue that I don't know about. Baby, can you give me specifics? Because I'm lost.
All right. We was gonna go eat, and I misplaced my wallet. Where's that? And you know, where I normally put it at, it wasn't there. So I'm like, I must have dropped it somewhere, or it has to be in the car. It wasn't in the car. It wasn't in the places that I left it. It's okay. It didn't take no more than 10 minutes. No more than 10 minutes, guys. So I find my wallet. She's telling me, leave it, you don't need the money, we got the gift cards, whatever the case is. I'm like, look, I gotta find it though, you know, like, all my stuff is there, my ID and everything. I ain't gonna be going out there without no ID. What about if I want to drink? And they're gonna ID me?
When's the last time somebody ID'd you?
Well, you never know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have my ID either, you know. So
that was going to the movies. It wasn't we was
going to the movies.
Yeah, so it was more like the movie starts at a certain time. We need to leave.
Yeah,
now.
but we had time because it wasn't the time yet, and anyway, it takes 30 minutes before the actual movie starts.
All right, guys.
So,
all right, this guy.
This one over here. This one over here.
No, it's because
we ain't going nowhere.
All right, no. The reason why is not that. It's your tone. When you told me, you was like, you're about to piss me off. It was your tone to me, in the way you spoke to me,
the way you respond, or the things you were saying to me. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you.
Because this is why.
Before you piss me off.
No, this is why.
I'm not gonna say that to you.
Because sometimes, because sometimes it's a pet peeve for me when people make stuff more dramatic and like it's the end of the world than it really is. It's like, calm down. But you was already storming through the house like, oh man, I lost my wallet. I don't know, like, and I was like, but for real, it's here somewhere. We didn't go anywhere. It's around here. But you was acting
And we
super
had time.
frustrated.
But we had time.
I know, but I was responding to you being super frustrated. But at first I was
just
laughing and like, okay, let me help him look at his wallet. But then when you just be like making it more like a crisis.
Yeah,
I'm not a
for my
fan
wallet.
of that.
Yeah, what the,
Like I'm not. I know, but we
I'm
know,
in Virginia.
I know, but we know it wasn't a crisis. See, we know it wasn't a crisis because we were in the house. Like it couldn't have been far.
No, we had
You
stepped
acted
out.
like-
We had stepped out.
But we didn't use your wallet. We had already came up to that.
Yeah, but where I found it at?
You found it in the garage.
Okay.
You found it in the garage.
Yeah, and why I'm
But
gonna take my wallet to the garage is that we had left at one point.
Okay.
And we came
but
back.
my thing is, I just feel like some people
Yeah.
are so reactionary
And
and,
I
they
know-
get super
yeah, but
dramatic, and I
You
don't like
I don't
your-
misplace my wallet like that. And when I do, it's usually lost.
You just want to be dramatic.
No, it's usually lost. And and the times that happened to me, and if I didn't react to a certain time, I would have lost my wallet.
But you ain't gotta have to react the way you was reacting.
I was straight. I was just the things you were saying to me. I don't know exactly what you was telling me.
That I got you, baby.
But the way,
that I love you, baby.
But the way she
that
was,
I have
like
your
her
back,
like
baby.
she wasn't.
Don't worry, baby.
Her empathy.
It's my
no,
treat, baby.
No, if she would have said that, it wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have been like, oh. Stop it before you piss me off. I would have never said that to her because I'm not.
No, because then
like
you
that.
was storming through the house being all super frustrated, and then I got frustrated like, Jay, it's not that deep, and then that's when you're like, you're gonna
She
piss
just see me
off.
walking up and down. I was just going, following my tracks, going back, just following my tracks. That's all I was doing.
And a frustrated like,
no, I don't think I was
stole
frustrated.
my wallet. Because you always go there first.
I don't know. I didn't say that. But I was very worried that I lost my wallet.
He loses everything all the time. And I tell him he got to switch up that energy.
And I had all that.
He loses
all my
everything
stuff
all the
in there.
time.
So,
Y'all know he lost y'all before, so that's what he do.
So, well, guys, is a little, we don't have a big purse that we can put everything in it. We have to put it in our pockets. Nowadays.
It'd be stuff that don't even have nothing to do with the pocket.
Nowadays, I don't wear baggy
It don't have
pants
nothing
anymore,
to do with a pocket. You lost all of our pictures. You lost all of our beautiful souvenirs we've taken together.
Well, no, I wasn't the only one there. So,
but I don't lose things. This is energy.
If I'm with you and we lost things, it's because.
Baby, why you got us on this camera arguing? Dang. This supposed to been a very simple conversation.
I'm just answering your.
We talking too long. Now this is like a million years long in this video. And look at you, that's why your arm tired. Because it was supposed to have been this is the rules, boom, done.
I can't get you out of my mind. It's like I feel it for the first time. Been thinking about you all night. I've been searching for this all my life. You're just my type. I've been